So I'm Irene, a yoga and mindfulness teacher, and this is day 2 of our 7 days of yoga to help you create a yoga home practice routine. Today for day 2, we're moving on to a series of standing poses. So these standing poses will be working the entire body in terms of flexibility, strength, and balance. And if you're ready, let's get started with the poses right now. So we're going to begin in a child's pose. So you can just make your way there, bringing the knees a little wider, the big toes together, extending arms out in front and sinking the forehead down towards the mat. Starting to slowly breathe in and out through your nose. And allowing with every exhale the weight of the hips to drop down towards your heels. And with every inhale, creeping the arms a little forward so you keep that space in the shoulders, active feeling in the arms. Staying here, one more breath. And then from here you can start to slowly walk your hands up so you come towards the hands and knees. And then transitioning from here to a downward dog. So you can tuck the toes under, lift the hips up and back, and allow yourself to come into that first downward dog. If the hamstrings are feeling a little tight, if this is your first downward dog of the day, you can just let the heels lift a little, bend the knees slightly. Breathing slowly, steadily through your nose. And we'll stay here 2 more breaths. From here, slowly walking the feet forward to the front of the mat. So you can bend the knees as much as you need here. Bring your feet about hip distance apart. Fold forward and take hold of the opposite elbow. So we come to our next pose, Uttanasana, standing forward bend. Again, bend the knees a little as you need here. You can either be rocking from side to side, or you might choose a different variation with the hands interlaced, arms reaching over the head. Staying here, one more breath. And then exhale, slowly release, bend the knees a little, and roll from here all the way up to standing at the front of the mat. So the next standing pose we're going to come to is Tadasana, mountain pose. So feet can be together, or if that's not so comfortable, bringing the feet about hip distance apart. You're grounding through the feet, activating up through the legs. And if you like, maybe just closing the eyes a moment here. And you can really see this mountain pose Tadasana as kind of the foundation for any other yoga pose. So it's not just standing like we do normally, it's really trying to find that evenness, spreading through the toes, not leaning too far forward or too far back. And then also finding that lengthening through the legs and that length all the way from the spine up through the crown of the head. So we'll stay another 2 breaths, either with the eyes open or the eyes closed. And then if the eyes were closed, you can just slowly open the eyes with your next inhale. So transitioning now towards the chair pose, Utkatasana. So feet can again stay together or slightly apart. And then we're going to sit low with the hips, engaging the front of the thighs here and reaching the arms up on your inhale. See if you can really allow the weight to draw back into the heels here. Squeeze the inner thighs close and draw the belly slightly up and back. If it's comfortable for the neck, you might start to gaze up here. Nice, steady breath. Staying here, one more breath. And then on the inhale, start to straighten the legs. And exhale, lowering the arms all the way back down again. So the next 4 standing poses that we're going to be doing are uneven. So we're going to first do all 4 of them on the right leg, and then we'll change and do the left side. So you can be standing at the front of the mat, having the right foot forward, take a big step back, and then turning the hips to face the front of the mat. We're coming to Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. So you can bring the hands first to the hips, bend deeply into your right knee. So you're engaging that right leg, but left leg is long, turning forward to that right leg. And on the inhale, start to reach the arms up and over the head. Keep grounding through the feet as you lift up high through your fingertips. Softening around the shoulders. Staying here, one more breath. And then on the exhale, we'll open out to the Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. So the arms start to spin out to the side. You can just adjust your left foot slightly. Belly now faces long side of the mat. Right knee is deeply bent here. You can gaze to look over that right hand. Engaging right leg, softening and dropping the left hip down. If you need, just checking that that back arm is still lifted. Staying here, one more breath. And then slowly on the exhale, start to straighten your right leg. And now we come to triangle pose, Trikonasana. So inhale, reaching right arm forward and down. Left arm comes up as you gaze up to that left arm here. Seeing if you can reach crown of the head towards the front of the mat. Maybe hovering that right hand if you want to find a little bit more activation through the obliques and sides of the body. Staying here, one more breath. And then inhale, slowly coming up. Exhale, lean into your right leg and step all the way to the front of the mat. So the last standing pose we'll do on the right side is the tree pose. So you can balance on the left leg, spin the right foot open, so you allow that right knee to come out to the side. Either staying here with the right heel on top of the left foot, or you can slide the foot a little up the leg. So placing that right foot below the left knee, or if you want to challenge yourself further, foot comes above the knee. Hands from here can come together in front of the heart. If you like, on the inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Breathing slowly in and out through the nose. Keep grounding through your left big toe and the sole of the left foot, and lifting up out through the fingertips. Staying one more breath. Exhale, slowly lower down and release. Release that right leg. And now we're going to come to the left side. So the left foot can be forward. You can take a big step back with your right foot, turning towards that left leg for the warrior one on the left side. So hands first coming to the hips, bend into your left knee, and on the inhale, start to reach the arms up and over the head. Gazing up if that's comfortable for your neck. Keep allowing yourself to sink forward into that left knee, whilst at the same time pressing your right leg a little back. Staying one more breath. And then exhale, open the arms wide to the side, coming to your warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. This time, left leg is super active, right hip is heavy. Keep softening your face and softening your breath. Staying one more breath. And then slowly on the exhale, straighten the leg, setting up for triangle pose, Trikonasana. So left arm is coming down here, right arm reaches up, you're gazing up towards that right arm. And if you can, allow left arm to hover. Stay one more breath. Inhaling, come all the way up, weight comes into your left foot. Take a big step forward with your right foot. And then coming into the tree pose. So we balance on the right leg. Left leg is the one we lift up now. You can just balance with the ankle lifted. Place the foot below your right knee, or with the help of the hand, placing it above the knee. Hands first, coming together in front of the heart. And then if you like, on the next inhale, reach the arms overhead, grounding through your right foot and lifting up with every inhale. If you are feeling a little wobbly, gazing to a small point on the floor can be helpful. Staying here, one more breath. Exhale, slowly lower all the way back down again. And take a moment to shake the legs. You can just come down to sitting. We've finished all of the standing poses now. We're just going to stay for a few slow and steady breaths here in a seated position. And then when you're ready, you can just start to slowly open your eyes again. So if you enjoyed this practice, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so that you stay in touch with the future days we've got coming. If you're wanting to practice this again, you can of course follow the video once more to be guided in real time. I've also developed a practice workbook where you have lovely pictures of each pose, a special page for each day of the week that we're going through, as well as a calendar where you can kind of follow along your progress. So you can find that link for the practice workbook to download in the comments. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you next time.